Welcome to the technical session on Basics of PPT preparations. Presentation apps can be classified into system-based or cloud-based. When you say system-based applications, we have to purchase the application or we can download from the internet and we can install it in our computer and we can use it. On the other side, cloud-based means we don't want to purchase anything or we can directly use it from the internet through the browser. These system-based applications, we can have MS PowerPoint, Open Office Impress and Receive or some examples. When you say cloud-based, we can have Google Slides, Office 365 presentations, Partune, Office Suite, etc. These are some of the examples of presentation apps. In this session, we cover PowerPoint, Google Slides, and the Office 365 presentation in our forthcoming sessions. For these presentations, I am using Windows 10 operating system with MS Office 2016. Let us see how to open a PowerPoint. In Windows 10, we will click on the search button and we can just type PowerPoint or Power. Immediately you will get a PowerPoint application. On that you can click on open and you will be getting a window like this. Here we have a set of options. Just we go for a blank presentation. A blank presentation will appear. Let us see how to create our application in few easy steps. To start with the PPT presentation, let me introduce the entire screen to you. Here we have the list of slides and this area we call it as the work area or your slide. Slides are nothing but the pages of your book and we are going to add whatever content we want in an interesting way to get a presentation. Now let me see how to add a title. Here, imagine I am going to prepare a presentation on computer. So this I call it as a title and below that you can have a subtitle. I call it as an introduction. Now, if I want to add a next slide, you can go on clicking new slide. Here, note down, when you click a new slide, you just press on this down arrow, you can get a lot of designs like this. This we call it as layouts. So this is title slide, what we have seen. This is title and content. This is section 2 content. Like this, we have a lot of available layouts. Let me select a content, title and content. So here I'm going to talk about the definition of computer. So I say computer. So I define here automatically the bullets will appear. I define the computer as an electronic device capable of performing calculations. So now this will appear as a text. Let me think of adding an image. Now this text is not sufficient for me. I want to add an image of a computer. So normally you can go for insert and adding an image will work out. But as I told you, make your PPT in a simple way. And here you have a lot of layouts I showed you. Here also you can see. There is a layout. I want a to content. Just see, once I select, I'm getting two content. This is my text and here I'm getting one more content. Imagine I want to add a image. So this you can see table, chart, smart art, and some 3D models. If you want, you can add pictures and so on. I am in need of a picture. So let me click on pictures and I'll try to add a picture of a computer. Insert. Perfect. I got my image perfectly in the left hand side, or how I want, left hand side or right hand side, I can add it. So now my slide looks very complete and it is very simple. Let me try to add one more slide. So I'll add new slide. Now you can plan what you want to add. Now I want to add a slide with comparison. Say I want to differentiate between computer and a calculator. So I just got a slide with, we call it as two content only comparison. So I say difference between calculator and computer. So here this side calculator and this is computer. So calculator cannot store any data. Here I say can store data. It's just for a demo I'm just showing. So now what happened? I can very easily create a comparison slide. Normally when we want to teach someone or when we want to compare, we'll just try to push everything here and there and it is very difficult to align it. Now it is very simple. You can align it just by clicking on the layouts. Now let me go for one more slide. Let me add say a title and a content. I want to make a slide with the different types of software, classification of software. So I say classification of software, classification of software. Let me try to put it as a hierarchy. So to make hierarchy, here we have we call it as smart art. Even you can click on the smart art from insert. Here you have smart art. Right? Or you can directly insert it from here. Let me go to insert. Even pictures you can add from here. So I'll go for insert smart art. So from smart art, let me select hierarchy and I'll just go for this type of preparation. Okay. So here this arrow if we click on, you can get the hierarchy. So I say software. I can just classify this software into application software and system software. And this application software, if I put tab, I can go to the next level. I can just classify them into special purpose software and general purpose software. And I can delete this. So we use tab key to go to the next level. So I'm getting a very simple presentation without much effort, a small hierarchical chart. So there are a lot more available here in Smart Art. You can explore. Insert Smart Art, you can go and you can explore. So now I got a very neat hierarchical chart just on a click. Let me try to add one more slide with a let me try to add one more slide where I can create some block diagram. Say I'm going to develop a block diagram of a computer or a data processing cycle. Data processing cycle. Here I want to generate a diagram on my own. So I can go for insert. There are so many inbuilt shapes available. Let me click on shapes. So I say this is an input, and let me click on and go for edit text. Say input. Then I want one more. Let me go for right click or Control C, Control V. If you do, you'll be getting one more. Let me say processing or CPU, whatever it may be, processor or CPU. So one more, I need it for output. Let me edit this one. Output. And even I can store everything in memory. You can select from all these shapes available. Anything from here you can use. So I say I wanted something like this to store it in memory. I can resize it very easily and right click, edit text. I can call it as memory. Now I want to connect all those things. Go for insert an arrow. So this I'll connect, and I can change the size of these things. I can make a very thick arrow in color blue or whatever it may be. Let me copy, paste it, Control C, Control V. I'll be getting the other things. So one more, Control V. I got one more, and I can just rotate it by holding the mouse. You can rotate it, so I can just very easily drop it like this. Control C, Control V. So it's just rotate and hold it like this. Resize it. You got a beautiful diagram. So now this diagram is somewhat big. You want to add it, resize it. And if you click on resizing one by one, it will take some time. Click on the mouse and select the entire diagram. And you can go for format group, or you can use Control G. Now it is converted into one single diagram. I can make it small or big as I want. So this is how we work with our block diagrams, and you can create your own diagrams. So now this is your data processing cycle. Let me see how to insert a formula. So let us take one more slide with some title and content. So I'm just going equations or formulas. I want to do equations, mathematical equations or formulas. So go for insert equation. So here if you click, there are so many inbuilt equations available. You can use that, or you can just directly go for insert the equation. So let me click here and I'll go for insert equation. So here you have all these mathematical symbols available. Even you can create a matrix very easily, and you can use these things. So let me type a matrix. I need a matrix, and in this matrix I want a 2 cross 2 matrix. Here I'll just type identity matrix if I'm creating 1 0 0 1. So this is my matrix. Not only matrix, you can also create other equations very easily by using this. So let me create a radical equation. Say cube root of, or a power equation means cube root of. Not only this, we can also add some chart and some tables. So imagine I want to add a table. So this is a title, demo for table and chart. Let me try to add a table. In search, you can go for a table and you can define how many rows and columns you want. Very easily you can give a rows and columns you want, and if I want a 3 columns with 3 rows, I can just specify and I can drag it to get the size as I wish, and I can enter whatever I want in these tables. See here, it is the design will help you to change the size, layout, how it should look. All these things you can change it with this design tab. We can also add some chart to our PowerPoint presentations directly from insert charts, or even you can go for, here also you have a chart, you can insert it directly. So I'll go for insert chart. Imagine I want a column chart. Okay, you can select the type of chart you want. This is a chart I want to create. Okay. Once you press OK, we'll be getting an Excel sheet like this. So I can just change the values like this. I can say this is S. If it is a research questionnaire values you have consolidated, I can say yes, no, or you can copy from your Excel sheet, and if you want only yes and no, you can reduce the size like this, category 1, 2, 3, you can put the value 6, 7, 7, 8, 2, and here 7, 5, 3, 9. I have given some random values. So you got category 1, 2, 3, and so on. So your chart is ready. If you want to change the value, once again you click on the chart, right click, you'll be getting edit data. You can go there and you can change, or you can click on it and you can go for the design. You can change the look and feel of your chart, and you can make it very beautiful to look based on these designs inbuilt available. I think let me go for this dark color. Okay, now this is how we add our chart. Even you can edit the data, you can change the data, you can change the chart type also from here, and you can work easily with these charts. So it's very simple to add a table or a chart to your PowerPoint presentations. So let us see how our presentation look like. So here you can go for slideshow from beginning, or even you can use F5 key. So computer and introduction. So this is the first slide, second slide, third, and so on, whatever we have. Now, always we prefer some colorful presentations, but I showed you only with some black and white presentations. So let me see how to make it colorful. Here we have a design tab. Go to design tab and try to change the templates. So you have lot of colorful designs available. From here you can select whatever you want. See, let me go for this particular template, or I can just select this blue color or purple color, whatever I want. So now if you just look into the presentation, it become colorful and more attractive. And here you could see not only the colors, even my font, the position of my title, everything is changed. So it is already predefined design, and we are just going to apply it. Once you use the layout and apply these design changes, then your presentation will be perfect. It doesn't require any changes later. Let me see. See, this is classification of software is in Century Gothic. So let me change the design to this one. Say this. Now you see the same presentations. I'm not having Century Gothic, the presentation is having Gil sans empty. So when you change the presentation design, not only your color, look and feel is changed, even it alter the font, the position, everything. So if we follow the layouts and prepare our presentations in no time, you can change the look and feel of your presentation. Of course, first you can select the design and you can go for preparing your presentations.